A very warm welcome to you. Many thanks for finding time to join us on the program this week. Now, don't forget to remain your source for all the latest happenings in the world of insurance. The popular Chinese proverb, "May we live in interesting times," captures the essence of what is happening in our nation at the moment. Our prayer is that ever prayed and wished for Nigeria to become a truly great nation will come to pass soonest. My name is Lucille Lupe. Welcome to the show. On our lineup this week, first we join Faith and our guests, Mr. Steve Adudra, General Manager, Business Development, African Alliance Insurance PLC, and Mr. Marcel Okori, Head Individual Life, also of African Alliance, on the CEO Rendezvous for the concluding part of their session, where they discussed life insurance during a pandemic, the task before insurers. Speaking during the interview, Mr. Okori said that life insurance is not just about death benefits. It helps you as an individual to provide and preserve income for the future. Do take a listen.
Insurance helps you provide income for the future, and not just provide it helps preserve that income. And while doing so, it ensures that anybody that is assigned to you in this life would also benefit without having to suffer any losses.
On this edition also, we will bring you a special report on the economic and social role of insurance. As we all know, insurance is the bedrock of any progressive society. Without a buoyant and vibrant insurance industry, economic and social activities will grind to a halt. This report will mirror how well the Nigerian insurance industry has fared and the long road ahead of them. Plus, of course, all the other extras we bring you each week on the program. What more can I say than to urge you, as always, to sit back, relax, and enjoy the lineup. Details in just a moment. Please stay with us.
Hi, girls.
Hey. Hello, Shiva.
Come right in. We've been waiting. It's amazing in here, Martha. You've done so much for yourself.
Thank you so much, Shiva.
Did she tell you she'll be getting her doctorate degree in a couple of weeks?
Really?
Yeah.
Congratulations, girl. Thank you. So, to more successes, girls.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Wow, it's amazing what you and your brothers have achieved in the past 15 years, despite mom and dad being absent. All four of you are so stable, and you've achieved so much.
Thank you so much, girls. Life may have dealt us an unexpected blow early in our lives, but Dad and Mom set us on a safe path to where we are today. They secured our future with life insurance from African Alliance Insurance PLC. We are not alone. All our life moments are kept on check with AAI.
Wow,
Yeah.
This sounds so good, Amaka. Please, show us how. Of course.
Get life insurance from African Alliance Insurance PLC. There's a plan to suit you and your family's needs.
When it comes to life insurance, part of the requirement is health testing, checking to see that the person is in proper shape before the insurance is sold. Now, with the COVID-19 that has come into play in our lives, going forward, because a lot of people have said it's going to affect the business of insurance. Going forward, how will this test, medical checks and all that, is the insurance industry going to inculcate that as part of the procedure before one can get life insurance?
Yes, why we do that is because there's what is known as underwriting, right? You need to, so that you'll be able to price the risk appropriately, because insurance is like on a portfolio basis. Now, it's a pool of funds, so everybody must contribute to that fund according to the dimension of the risk they are bringing to that portfolio. So that's why we do that. For instance, if you know somebody is going to die next 2 months, it would be very inappropriate and very unfair for you to charge the same premium with someone who's going to stay for the next 10, 20, 40 years. So that's why we do that.
Okay, so with the COVID now, are you going to also demand that people check their status before, for those watching, and okay, I now want to do life insurance? Will you ask them to check their status before they come on board?
COVID was declared a pandemic, and I think for things that are done this way, it usually takes some kind of precaution before you onboard anybody. And let's go back a bit in time and look at when we started to experience HIV in the world. HIV right now isn't a problem, but at the point when it started, we had lots of insurance companies, lots of not just insurance companies, many people would just avoid or look for ways to protect themselves against somebody who has HIV. But now in insurance, we don't regard HIV as a serious issue anymore. We just ensure that you are on the right medication, you have the right checks, your doctors actually are checking up on you and we onboard you. But if there's any need to actually have what we call a bit of loading, what we call extra mortality loading, then we would apply that. But for COVID, also look at the mortality of COVID in our region. On record, it's not so much. I think we have more people die of motor accidents than have people die of COVID.
Yeah, but that is contestable because a lot of people have said that you have low mortality because you're not testing as well.
Well, that's basically the whole thing right now. So we don't have all of the records in place. We want to believe so because one, it's what it is. But from the records that we have so far, and insurance works a whole lot with numbers. From records we have, it doesn't seem as though the mortality cases on COVID was that high. But with probably some more research, we could actually make out and find out what the real numbers are. But insurance companies will take a bit of precaution to in underwriting new policies that might expose them to somebody dying of COVID and all of those things. But in a few years, we'll be back to normal. But right now, there will always be that caution.
For a very long time, the problem with life insurance, when it comes to sales and marketing of life insurance, if an average person hears about life insurance, what immediately comes to their mind is, oh, death. This guy wants me dead. Or is he thinking that I'm dying soon? So why is he coming to market life insurance to me? Why do you think that is? And what the second part of that question is, what is the industry doing, or what has the industry done to try and correct, so to speak, that funny way of thinking of the average person?
Well, I think it's just for us to educate them and for them to know that the type of product life insurance is out there to provide is that something inevitable, whether we like it or not. Everybody will die one day. So it's something inevitable. The only time is we don't know when. So now the life product, the group life does not indemnify the person direct, but it's to ensure that when you leave, now the people you leave behind, that they will have a life. That's why we have some investment products, so that we have endowment. It's not only death. So it's like it has a combo of saving element. So if you survive to a particular age too, you get your investment with some interest. You understand? So it's like a combo. It's like an a la carte that gives you all the mix. So if the person dies, the family is being kept alive. At least they have life after death. Then if the person is alive too, he gets the contribution plus interest, and then so it's a win-win for everyone. So
okay, so my question therefore is, why is it difficult for the industry to sell this message win-win situation for the insuring public?
Well, like we said, we have not gotten there, but we are. But I also want to mention two factors. Religion is also playing against the sales of life. Yeah, because some people will tell you, oh, God is for me, whatever. But some of them are changing with time. Then also too, whether we like it or not, income the income level, because a lot of people will tell you that, well, let me feed myself first because before I take insurance, life, or whatever. Yeah. So it's also a function. I think it has a corresponding stuff with how well the economy is doing. For instance, a lot of people during this COVID were calling for some of their policies they already have. You understand? Because they said we need to survive, we don't have money. Some people have been asked to go during the COVID, so the person has no other option than to call up the fund they has with the life insurance. So it's a double whammy for us, but we believe that things will look up.
Okay, Mr. Jojo, or maybe Mr. Okore will answer or try to answer. When I often have a serious argument when people talk about income, because if you take India, for example, you have the number of the poor or those living below poverty line are more than those in Nigeria. So the question really is income really the challenge you see as hindrance to people buying life insurance in Nigeria, or it's just a question of lack of education and awareness?
Well, I think it's the first thing for me would be one, the religious background of the people around. That's the first step. Then the next point is the poverty level. Then I think that's synonymous to educational. Want educational background, but religion has a strong claim in anybody's life. And if we have at the back of our heads that we're protected based on this, or we see life insurance as something that has to do with just death, it now takes a whole lot of reorientation to get people to understand life insurance as a different thing and as something that is quite important. Not because of you not going to lose your life, but because of the people that will be left behind. Yeah. So people always miss the point. One, it's not just about yourself.
Sorry, let me also add to what he has said. At Africa Alliance, we have at various times looked at all these challenges. As we speak, we're engaging some religious organizations, and we're getting good mileage with them. And also, that also necessitated us looking at the other side of the divide. That's why we are the first company to introduce the Takafu, which is an Islamic product, which is doing very well. So that has been able to address that other corridor. For the income, we are also engaging some financial institutions. We are looking at, is there a way you can also provide loans to people? You know, we are thinking, because if somebody does not have money, but you know that this is a necessary product, you must make that product available to that person, then you now begin to look at how does that person pay back. So why don't we discuss, we're already discussing with some financial institutions, maybe you give loan, like a consumer loan to someone, he pays his premium, right, to the insurance company, whilst the person pays maybe monthly or quarterly pays back, so that the person will not be denied of the financial security that life insurance provides. So we are looking at all that.
Okay, finally, as we conclude, what is your advice to people who still don't see the need for life insurance going forward? Because a lot of people will still say, oh, God is my protector, God is my keeper, I don't need life insurance. What advice would you give?
Well, thank you very much. Just like as we have mentioned, the two main critical, or three, is religion, income level, and education. But let me address the religious fathers. I think the pastors and the imams, I think it's high time we plead with them, let them tell their people that insurance is not, is also collaborating with religion. Because if we look at most of the holy books, I think wisdom is profitable to direct, like one of the holy books, and that is one. Then also, I will want to plead with everyone that insurance, as it were, life insurance is life, just like oxygen. In fact, if you are not covered, you are uncovered.
Okay, then finally, what lessons, as operators in the market, what lessons have you learned from the COVID-19 pandemic and how it has played out in the industry?
Thank you very much for that question. Very lovely question. We here, there are a lot of tons of lessons we've learned. One is to be prepared, like the Boy Scout motto says that you should be prepared and you should know that change is inevitable. But one of the positives we've taken from this COVID was it brought out the best in us, creativity. And then prior to COVID, most of companies would never have thought that they could survive. But in African Alliance, we've even gone ahead as if we foretold seeing COVID, because we already have a well-robust and well-endowed risk management platform framework, business continuity. During COVID, we were working from home, you understand, effortlessly, even up to now. So we have various people working from various sites. So as if we saw this hurricane, I call it Hurricane COVID coming. But we thank God that we were fully prepared. So what that connotes for everyone is there's a book that talks about who moved my cheese, right? So I think it's high time for everybody to know that this cheese could be moved. You may be here doing well, but one thing may just come to disrupt your business model. So we need to begin to rethink, innovate. There's no best product, there's no best moment. Anything can happen, but be prepared, like the Boy Scout motto. And when you are prepared at all times, nothing will take you by surprise.
Mr. Curry.
True, yeah. So in addition to what Steve has said, I think the lesson from this COVID is as much as possible, if not all of our thoughts, all of our actions should be geared towards the use of technology to distribute, to create, and to sell products and make them available for people to onboard, because everybody at every level needs some form of insurance. So it's important that we're able to provide these things for them when they require it. So, I mean, that's basically what we learned during this period.
All right, on that note, I'd like to say a very big thank you to you.
Thank you very much.
To talk to us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, welcome back. Moving on, we now bring you a special report on the economic and social role of insurance. There is no doubt that the Nigerian insurance industry has come a long way in their role as the backbone of the economy as risk mitigators. The consensus, however, is that they need to do more, as reflected in their less than 1% contribution to the gross domestic product (GDP). Happy viewing.
Every time the rain comes down.
The importance of a nation's system for obviating, transferring, or distributing risk via its insurance business can only in part be measured by the sheer size of its business, the number of its employees in a given country, the assets under management, or its contribution to the national GDP. As the Geneva Association puts it, insurance actually plays a more fundamental role in the workings of a modern society, being a necessary precondition for many activities that would not take place were it not for insurance. China's Jiang Zemin, one of the key architects of its extant economic miracles, notes that finance is the core of the modern economy, while insurance is an important component of the financial system, which plays an important role in promoting reforms, guaranteeing economy, stabilizing society, and benefiting the citizenry. It is simply not plausible for an economy to engage in developmental plans, systems, projects, or transactions of the number, variety, and complexity that modernity demands without a supporting insurance industry. The insurance industry contributes to economic growth and development through the various channels, promoting financial stability and security at both national and personal levels. They encourage productive investment in commerce and trade through mitigation of financial misfortune. They mobilize savings. They promote sensible risk management through the price mechanism. The Nigerian insurance industry contributes about 0.7% to the GDP despite the huge potential of the market. This is largely attributable to the absence of an enabling environment for insurance, the lack of commitment to creating and implementing policies targeted at developing the industry.
When you look at Europe, virtually everything they do is based on credit facilities. Good thing, the central bank governor is doing something to get us to what they call cashless society. But where is the insurance to make it work? Where is the insurance to drive our economy, to make it a sort of a cashless? The moment the insurance is still operating below 10% of the insurable market, the industry will not grow. The industry will not grow, and I want to say with all sense of seriousness that they are not even up to 10% of the insurable market, because the SME is dying because of lack of guarantee of collateral. If the SME cannot grow, they cannot access fund, the industry will not grow. And they need the insurance to back up every fund that industry will need to grow. And I wonder how many, what is the measurement to say they're having 50%? They are not. And they need to look at how they can stimulate the market, the industry, to make sure that insurance play a part to grow our economy. Government have played their part to say they will provide an enabling environment, but the industry should come in now. The insurance industry should start looking at the global market and look at the industry they want to capture and provide insurable fund to stimulate that market.
The third area of weakness of the industry is lack of innovative products to suit the modern and everyday needs of the common man. Experts believe that for insurance to play its economic and social role efficiently, they will need to find ways to design innovative products and cross-sell more effectively using appropriate distribution channels. There is need for insurers to develop products that are relevant and peculiar to our environment. Last but not least is customer service. Customer service is still low as people who often go out to market insurance products and services are not well trained.
If you look at the basis of marketing insurance in this country, it's faulty. You go and look for NC, SchoolSat, older, face SchoolSat, young graduates who are looking for a job, who are frustrated, you pack them together, you run through 3 days crash program. I say go out. Even the commission, the fund to back the logistics are not there. So they deliberately allow the marketing of insurance themselves unknowingly. That method of marketing insurance is wrong, and they need to do a re-engineering. They need to strengthen their marketing department. If it's only 4 marketing professionals they can employ, let them employ 4 professional marketing persons, give them the adequate training, give them their target, and let them do it. It's far better than getting 100 people and say, okay, we'll give you 100 naira per day for your transport and you get commission. You see, even that is unfortunately, the marketing strategy of the past years is still what they are using. Before, in marketing, you have either straight commission or salary plus commission. But today, the industry have opened up to a better system, and they're still using that old archaic system. Nobody gets anybody to market your product on commission. It will not work, not even in Nigeria.
To succeed, insurance companies will need to find ways to design innovative bundles of new products and services, cross-sell more effectively, strengthen their relationships with agents and brokers, and seize the opportunities presented by emerging markets and demographics. An important factor in ensuring business growth is the adoption of the appropriate model for product distribution. Insurance companies worldwide have adopted either or all of several strategies, including bank assurance, direct sales force, tied agents, and insurance brokers. The ideal strategy for the Nigerian insurance industry would be the one that offers the most cost-effective method of distribution.
Alright, that's our time on the program this week. Many thanks for being a part of it. Join us again, same time, same station next week for a fresh package. In the meantime, feel free as always to connect with us on all our social media platforms. If you miss any part of today's episode, you can watch it on our YouTube channel, Almond Finance TV. Don't forget to tune in to our flagship radio program, Waiting Insurance They Do Serve, every Wednesday live on Nigeria FM 102.7 at 9:45 a.m., courtesy of the Complaints Bureau Unit of NICOM. My name is Lucy Ulugbe. Until next time, from the entire team, it's goodbye. Please stay safe.